Welcome to episode 15 of Oakhill with me, Farm Sim Snowy. Hi guys, welcome back. I'm just heading back home. I've been down the hospital all this time. Jack's still in there, obviously there's no change, he's still sort of in a bit of a bad way, but I've had to come home because there's nothing I can do really, and I'm absolutely shattered, need some rest. So the doctors and the nurses just told me to go home and get some rest. If anything happens or changes, they're going to let me know. So like I say, there's nothing else I can do, so I'm going to get some sleep, or try to, for a few hours. Hopefully I won't receive any phone calls, and I'll see you hopefully when it's a bit sort of lighter and I'm a bit more awake and with it. So I'll see you soon guys. Morning guys. Yeah, I didn't get much sleep, which is pretty obvious and understandable. I didn't receive any phone calls, so obviously that was no news is good news, I would imagine. But I have just phoned the hospital. He's stable, but there's no change. He's pretty much the same as when he first got in there. So it's I don't know, it's probably just a bit of a waiting game now. I don't know. I just hope he can pull through and get out of this. But what I think we'll do is, to, instead of just sitting around worrying and thinking, we're going to put all our efforts into our farm and put ourselves through the work, plough into the work, try and take our mind off some things. So obviously we've got our fields ready to go, these 4 fields, so we can harvest them, which we will carry on and do as we would have done. So we need to lease another harvester again and a header obviously, but the good news is we don't need a separate header, we can just harvest everything as it is. So if I remember rightly, yeah, we've got 3 fields of canola and 1 of soybeans. So we need to head up to the shop. So we jump back in the old Land Rover. And we'll go up there and we'll get ourselves probably the same harvester we had last time. That Massey Ferguson. And we'll get ourselves a decent header for it, quite a wide one if we can, if it will fit and work. It should fit and work, and that should speed up the process a little bit. So, and hopefully, as you can see, our sunflowers are growing, look, which is good. Hopefully it will take my mind off of things a little bit, because that kind of threw me a little bit last night. I'm still a little bit all over the place this morning. I expect you can tell that by my voice and the way I'm talking. So yeah, we're just going to crack on. Obviously I don't mean try and forget about things, because that isn't going to happen. You're not going to forget, but you know what I mean. It takes your mind off of things, and hopefully, you know what I'm saying. Right, let's get our harvester. So it was this one we got last time, wasn't it? So I think we'll go for that one again. Just a standard one is fine. And then the header, I think we went with that header, but I'm going to go for one of these wider ones. Now I know obviously they're a different brand, but we used the Russell Mash one last time, so we'll probably use the case one just because the colours kind of match up, don't they? So we'll lease that. Quite expensive for us to do that, but that is where we are at with it, which was my fault obviously for selling the original harvester we had. I'm just going to double check that this will connect up. It should do. Because this was the size header we had anyway before on the original, so as long as we get the symbol come up, yeah, so we know that's going to definitely work. And we'll get this down to our farm. So I'll probably see you down at one of the fields, probably start with soybeans I think, and we'll check the prices out as we go and see where we're at, because I think we've got some soybeans and some canola stored in our silos, or our silo. So yeah, we've got a bit of canola there, 7,000 litres and 14,000 soybeans, so I'll see you in a second. Right, here we are back at the farm. So let's hurry up and do the harvesting, because we've got the rain symbol come up on our weather there. So the quicker we get this done, the better. Nice huge header, which is good for us. And off we go. So that's one field down. Got quite a decent amount off of it. Almost got another full combine load in there. In terms of the prices, they're not that great. They're all right. 14.64 at the garden centre is not too bad, but soybeans can get up to about 1,800. So I think we will hang on to them. The canola, again, it's not great. It's going down at South Grain. Garden Centre's highest price again. So I think we will just keep hold of all our crops off of this field. What we'll do is we'll go and tip this into our silo, and then we'll get cracking on the canola fields. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I don't know if you've probably just noticed, I had to change headers. I think that original header we got was too wide for that field. With it being wide and probably that Massey might not have enough oomph, it struggled going up the hills, and it kept, because it's sort of angular shaped, that field, and the slope to it, it kept digging into the side, and I just gave up with it and went and got that Russell Mash one again, because obviously I know that worked last time. But obviously we were harvesting different fields last time, probably not as steep as that, but the good thing is the other fields now aren't as bad as this one. This is probably our most steepest field. So we'll leave the Massey there for a sec. well, they're both Masseys. Put the tractor there, and we will go and do that canola field just there. Should be okay to leave the header on like this. I think we'll get through okay. That's probably not a good view actually. I'll just drive across this person's potatoes, they won't mind. So let's get cracking. Right, that is that little field done. 6,485 off of there. Not too bad. Now moving on to these ones. So I will have to tow this through there because obviously we've got to go out onto the road. And what I'll probably do is crack on with these two, and I'll bring you in when we're sort of nearly done. I'll have to get the tractor and trailer over here as well so we can unload, because it won't be long before we've got a full tank. That's 75% already, which is good. So hopefully nothing is coming down the road. Through the speed cameras, but we're only doing 20, we can't do any more than that. Not that the speed cameras work on console, but right, I will get these ones done, and like I say, get the tractor trailer over, and I will see you in a second when it's pretty much all done and dusted, and we'll see how much we get. I thought I'd bring you back in. Obviously you can see we haven't finished, because I've just had the phone call that I was dreading. Sadly, Jack passed away at 9:56 this morning. I've literally just been sat here in the harvester for about half an hour just trying to take it all in, but obviously I'm devastated. Jack was a really good friend. I mean, I've been here about 6 months now, we have. And like I said before, Gary is really my main friend here, but Jack was the only friend that I really made since I've been here. And he was sort of a good friend and like a father figure, but just absolutely stunned, devastated. So I can't really say any more than that. Yeah, gutted. Doesn't really come near to how I'm feeling, but I'm just gonna try and crack on with this, because we need to get this done and off hire this harvester, otherwise we're going to end up with a ridiculous fee. But I don't really feel like doing anything right now, but we've only got a little bit left, so we'll do that. And see how much we've got, but it's just going to get tipped into our silo, because I'm not planning on doing anything now, I don't think, for a few days. I need to take all this in and let it sink in a little bit. It's It's knocked me for 6 really. There was always that little doubt in the back of my mind, or not doubt, but you know, feeling that this could happen. But obviously I didn't want it to happen, but it has. So we will get this done. I'm not going to try and think about it too much. I guess the more we're doing things and I'm talking to you guys, it's taking my mind off a bit. It's going to be when I'm sat indoors on my own, and if we pass Jack's, I mean, well, that's not paying attention. We've got a full load there. I mean, what's going to happen with his cows and everything? I've just suddenly thought about that. I haven't got a clue, because he's told me he's got no family. There's no one left. He hasn't really got many friends around here. I think that's why he's sort of I don't know, sort of not latched onto me, but do you know what I mean? I think that's why he sort of got closer to me in terms of being friends and whatnot. I mean, we helped each other out. He's helped me out quite a lot. So, but we'll get this done. I think we might have near on sort of a full trailer there. I didn't really see how much we had then. Right, there's not a lot left to do. Yeah, I'm a bit lost for words really, guys, so I apologise for that. Almost done that. Right, so what I'm going to do, we'll just get that last little bit out of the harvester. So we've got nearly 26,000 litres of canola off those 3 fields, which isn't bad at all. We'll go and tip this in our silo, because like I say, I said earlier, sorry, I'm not going to, well, even more so now, I'm not going to start driving around selling crops trying to make a profit after the news we've just had. So we'll just tip this in our silo. But I think I'm just going to need a few days, I think a couple of days, few days to let all this sink in. So I hope you don't mind. I don't really feel like doing anything, working. My sunflowers aren't ready anyway at the minute, so that's not an option. But we'll unload this. That should top up the ones we've already got in there. What I'll do is I'll tip this in and we'll double check how much we did actually end up with. Right, that's all that done. So, what did we end up with? We got just over 30,000 litres of soybeans and 33,000 litres of canola. The prices haven't changed either since last time, so right, I'll tidy all this up, I guess, or I don't know, maybe leave it, but I've certainly got to get that harvester returned before we get charged way too much for it. But I'll probably see you when I see you. Like I said, I'm going to need a few days, I think, to sort my head out, find out what actually happened with Jack or whatnot, and go from there. Because, you know, if he hasn't got any family, you know, what about the funeral, all sorts. I don't know. I'll have to try and find out, work out things, but I'll see you when I see you guys. Hi guys. So it's been a few days now since Jack sadly passed away. I still haven't really properly come to terms with it yet. It's still sinking in, still hasn't properly hit home. But I'm down here taking care of his cows, like I said I would do and always do. But I've just had a phone call from his solicitor, and they are up in the sort of main town area near Gary's pub, and they've asked if I can come in because they want to speak to me and go through a few things with me. So I've no idea what that is about. I'm a little bit concerned, obviously, and a little bit worried, but I've told them that we'll finish up here first because I've got a couple of things to do, and then we're going to head up there. But I have no idea what this is all about. I've already mucked the cows out with their manure. They've probably made a bit of a mess here, which they have. Just turn on the lights so I'm not going to see a bit better. So we'll pick this up. This is just going to be silage. That can be tipped back in. I think they're all okay for food and straw at the minute. So my main concern is what the solicitors want from me. I've no idea. But we'll get some water in their trough over there because I know they're a little bit low on that. And then, like I say, we'll head up there, find out what's going on. They have got quite a bit in there already, but that should top them up. Mind you, that did use quite a bit actually. Right, we'll get this all packed away and locked up, because it's pretty handy actually them calling me, because obviously I've still got all the keys to Jack's sheds here. So, you know, I don't know what the plan is there, what's got to happen there. We'll get this parked up though, and we'll go and find out. But I am missing him already. It just doesn't seem fair, and to be honest with you, when I come down here, I came the long way round because I didn't really want to go past his house, because that was the first time, or would have been the first time going past his house, which obviously I wasn't prepared for. So we'll shut that up, make sure that's all shut and locked, and we need to go up into the town area and see what's going on. Like I say, I'm not sure what to expect. I hope we're not in any sort of trouble. I can't see that we would be. All we've ever done is help Jack out, and obviously he's helped me out. So Anyway, we'll find out. I'll probably go in this mode actually. So we might take this turning. We'll be going past our fields here on the right. As if I don't crash into someone. We'll just slow down and pretend the speed cameras work. I haven't had a lot of sleep either. It's been quite a few restless nights. I wasn't really prepared for this. I guess no one is when things like this happen. So now we want to go, if we cut through this lane here, it should bring us out up round near Gary's pub. I think they are located right in front of us actually. I'm sure that's them. Pretty sure. So we will park up there. Out we jump. Right. Wish me luck, guys. I'm going to find out what's going on. So I've been in there about an hour, I think, going through a few things. I'm a little bit relieved, and I'm also a little bit flabbergasted, because the relieved part of me is the funeral has been sorted, or will be sorted, by the solicitors himself. Jack had an agreement with him. They've known each other for quite a few years, so he said he would take care of that for Jack because he knew he didn't have any family or friends. But in Jack's will, he has put my name and requested that if I can, which I will, I'm not going to, say no, sell everything that he owns. So all his equipment, his livestock, the cows, the farm he's got, and donate it all to his charity, his favourite charity. So I couldn't believe that. I nearly broke down in tears. What a lovely thought from a lovely man. So I'm definitely will be doing that. Probably won't do any of that until after the funeral, because it doesn't feel right to be just jumping on and doing all that. I mean, it's only been a few days since Jack passed away, so we'll lay him to rest so he's at peace, and I will do exactly what he asked me to, and what his wishes were. So we will definitely do that. So that's going to be a bit of a mammoth task, but I'm up to it, and I'm definitely going to do it. And the solicitor has been very friendly and helpful, so at least I haven't got to worry about where the funeral's going to come from and whatnot like that. That's fine. So we'll definitely be doing that. So I'm going to head on back down to our farm, and I probably won't be doing any farming as such for a little while, because there is a few things to sort out. I've got to make a few phone calls about places to take things, sell things. Obviously I'm going to have to ask if we can borrow certain equipment, so like transporting Jack's cows to sell them. I don't own anything like that, neither does Jack himself, so all little things like that are going to be needed to be sorted out. So I will be doing all that instead of farming for a little while. So I will see you whenever I see you. Maybe on the day of Jack's funeral, I'm not quite sure. That's going to be a bit of a sad day, but I will bring you back in, keep you updated, and I'll see you soon, guys. So take care, and I'll see you in a bit. Oh, hello everybody. Just saying my last final farewell to Jack. Just had his funeral. It's been a lovely service. Just thank the vicar for it. There was a lot more people that turned up than I thought was going to be there, which was pretty good. Obviously not loads of people, but more people than I was expecting. So it's all finished now. Everyone's gone back to Gary's pub for the wake, which I'm paying for. That's the last thing I can do for Jack. So we're going to head on down there as well. I've literally done nothing on our farm, so that can wait. So the sunflowers are starting to look a bit ropey, but they will be fine. Just going to pay for our parking, like so. In terms of Jack's equipment, land, etc. like that, I've got someone interested. I was a little bit annoyed actually, because literally within days of him passing away, people that, you know, haven't even bothered with him is just circling around like vultures. They've heard about his death and they're trying to find out how much his farm is and etc. like that. So I've just basically told them, you know, where to sort of go. I'm not interested in selling to people like that, but I have got a couple that are quite interested that are coming up in the next few days to view it. They're from Cornwall. They're very interested. They got a farm down there at the minute, but they want to relocate and they really like this area. So hopefully potential buyers there for Jack. But we're going to go and raise a few glasses to him now down at Gary's pub, and then the next episode will probably be the process of seeing how much and hopefully getting as much as we can for Jack's equipment and land. And then yeah, it'll be a case of writing a check out, I guess, to his charity. But I'm still overwhelmed by it all. But after today, it kind of seems a little bit more real. So that will be it for this episode. I know it was a bit of a tearjerker, especially for myself, but we're going to go in here and raise a few glasses now for Jack. So I'll see you next time, guys.
Think about me one more time before you go. Someday you'll know. Someday you'll know. Already know what I'm going to say. I've been feeling this way for far too long.